They pushed you too far, and now they're realizing their mistake. They thought you would break. They thought you would fold. They thought they could test your limits and walk away untouched. But what they didn't know is that you've been holding something deeper inside, a power they've never seen, a version of you that doesn't beg, doesn't flinch, and doesn't forget they pushed the wrong person this time, because you were built from pain. You were carved out of pressure, and instead of breaking, you hardened. Before we go any further, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and drop a comment below. Tell me your story. Tell me who you became after they pushed you. And if you've been with me for a while, thank you. Your loyalty is what keeps this fire alive. You're part of a movement that refuses to stay broken. Listen carefully. This message isn't about revenge. It's about evolution. It's about what happens when someone wakes up, the side of you that doesn't lose anymore. Now, let's talk about the turning point. That moment when you've had enough, when the pain stops hurting and starts teaching, when betrayal turns from poison into fuel. That's the moment you stop reacting and start rebuilding. They thought you were weak because you stayed silent. They mistook your kindness for surrender. They saw your patience and thought it meant you wouldn't fight back. But patience isn't weakness. It's strategy. It's calculation. It's the art of letting them dig their own grave while you sharpen your blade. Every great fighter learns this. You don't swing wildly. You wait. You observe. You let them show you their patterns, their rhythm, their arrogance. And then, when they least expect it, you strike once. Clean, decisive, final. That's how warriors win, not through noise, through precision. Think about Michael Jordan, cut from his high school team, humiliated, underestimated. Everyone thought that was the end. But that pain created a monster. He took every ounce of rejection and turned it into obsession. Every missed shot became a reason to train harder. Every insult became a target. By the time the world realized what he was capable of, he had already conquered it. That's what happens when they push you too far. You stop chasing approval. You stop explaining yourself. You stop waiting for recognition, and you start moving in silence, building power in private, until the day comes when no one can deny you anymore. The people who doubted you will look confused. The ones who laughed will go quiet. The same mouths that disrespected you will now whisper your name with fear. Because deep down, they know they created you. They're begging for mercy now. Not because you're cruel, but because they finally see what you've become. You see. Pain changes people, but suffering refines them. You've been refined. You've been tempered by fire, and you came out stronger than they ever imagined. That's what makes you dangerous now. You don't need validation. You don't seek revenge. You just keep rising. and every step you take reminds them of what they lost. Understand this. There's a psychological shift that happens when someone hits their breaking point. Your mind rewires, your fear dies, and you realize no one can take from you what you've already survived. You stop living for approval and start living for purpose. This is the state of power they never wanted you to reach, because once you reach it, you become uncontrollable. You become unpredictable. You become everything they fear. You've learned to stay quiet, to listen, to calculate. That's the mark of mastery. And that's why they can't manipulate you anymore. There's a quote from Sun Tzu that fits you perfectly. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. That's what you've done. You watched them underestimate you. You let them believe you were done. You let them reveal themselves. And now, you move with clarity. This is what happens when they push a good person too far. They create someone with boundaries, with vision, with focus, someone who doesn't chase anyone anymore, someone who no longer fears walking alone. And that's why they're begging now, because they realize the energy they once took for granted is gone forever. You've reclaimed your power. And once that happens, no apology can reverse it. So when you walk into rooms now, walk like you belong, because you earned it. Every sleepless night, every heartbreak, every setback was preparing you for this moment. They don't have to like you. They don't have to believe in you. They don't even have to understand you, because this time, you're not seeking approval. You're leading your own revolution. They pushed you too far. And now they're the ones who have to live with the consequences.